guys know that in Africa the giraffes feed on the thorny acacia tree. It's got 4-inch long thorns, and their saliva is so thick that it can coat over the thorns and they can swallow them whole all the way down their neck, and it doesn't kill them. There's that. Other tongues grow at a rate of 1 inch per foot of their body. Willow's about 13 feet tall, 13-inch long tongue. That helps out a lot. Also helps when she clean out the nose. Of course, really it's supposed to help her browse iron. We do see a lot of other animals congregated around the giraffes right now. That's a survival mechanism too. Now, the giraffes have the best eyesight on the savannah. They can see clearly for 2 miles in the distance. They will see those lions before anybody else. So everyone uses them as an early warning system. If you're ever in Africa, the giraffes start to run, you might want to start running too. They're also the first ones to find the keepers and breakfast every morning. Just follow them around like big puppy dogs. Here's an adult female giraffe at the feeder. This is a good example about as tall as a female can get. It's the males who are going to be 2 or 3 feet taller than that, 18, 19 feet tall. She's finishing up their lunch right now. That branch used to be just bright green, leafy, tons of acacia leaves on it, and they love it, so they strip off all the leaves within minutes. Then they strip off the bark, and once the bark is gone, they pretty much gnaw on the entire branch. We don't have any acacia trees growing out here because they destroy them within days. So we have to bring out fresh branches, hoist them like a piñata every morning. There's a little fight halfway up the hill. Look past the rhino.
Oh, I see it.
New Zealand are locking their horns right now, right off the middle of our vehicle. All the way up. Pretty violent, isn't it?
Oh, that's a rhino.
Oftentimes when animals fight, it's not really to the death, not if you don't have to. I mean, because you could risk injuring yourself, right? And a lot of times with animals that have horns, they're designed to interlock with their opponents. They lock up, they can kind of wrestle around more, and hopefully they don't poke each other's eyes out. For those Patterson's Eland up there, the males and the females have horns. So from here, I don't really know who's fighting. They could be fighting over food in the wild, of course, fighting over the ladies like every other animal does. And back to that rhino there. She's taking a nap. If you're a 6,000-pound white rhino, you can do whatever you want. So she's got a nice life out here. She just alternates between sleeping and eating all day. Now, she's actually the most endangered mammal on the planet. She's what we call a northern white rhino, and there are only 7 of them left. So I know she's far away. Kind of better than nothing. Her name's Nola.
Yeah.
I'm pretty fond of her. All the keepers love her. She's got an awesome personality. Hi, there she is. You see her? Her face is pointed right at us. What if I told you she can't see you? They can only see clearly for 25 feet. That's it. They can't see this big blue trail. Notoriously bad vision. But rhinos, if they wanted to, they can reach top speeds of 35 miles an hour. Any locomotive train that doesn't know when to stop. So sometimes they do crash into things. But she is getting up there in age. She's 42. Give you a sense of how old that really is. She'd be lucky to turn 20 in the wild. So we do have a pair at the park. Nola, female. We have a male named Angalifu. They're not really best friends. They're not lovers. We haven't had any babies. But again, it's just an age thing. So we have collected skin samples from them. We've frozen their DNA, and we are hoping to use it in the future. We're talking artificial reproductive research here. Hopefully that's going to help to save them. Pretty special. That's one of our photo caravan trucks inside the exhibit. Pretty cool experience. Save that for a special day if you want to get a little bit closer. But we can still get you pretty close on this tour. I love these antelope coming up next. Very striking species. They're called gemsbok. They're also known as the South African oryx. 4-foot long horns. Everybody loves those. They've also got a little illusion helping them as well. If you look at their face, you're going to see they've got a black and white mask. If you look towards their eyes, it's kind of hard to see where their eyes are. That's because they have 2 black lines that pass through them. And that helps to elongate the horn line. It's a little illusion to make those horns look even more impressive. Because you don't want to fight. We talked about that earlier. So maybe you can look at the other animal. Oh yeah, his horns are bigger than mine. you're going to walk away before you get through. That also means that they don't use those horns to make any lion shish kebabs. You don't stick around for that. Really only against each other. Now off on the right-hand side, right on top of the hill, I don't think we're going to make an official stop. It's kind of hard to see, but we'll pass slowly. Those are called Somali wild ass. They are not donkeys. They're critically endangered wild porks you're going to find in North Africa. Only 600 of them are left. We've got the premier breeding program for them outside of their homeland. We've had 39 of them born to date. So I know they're kind of hard to see. And yeah, they do look like a donkey from first glance. Lavender colored coat on top, and on their legs, they have zebra markings. Black and white stripes. Close relative too. We're going to see the zebra in just a bit. So to get over there, we're going to start making our way up the hill. We're going to loop on the other side of the valley in just a bit. We're going to pass by a couple pens off on the left-hand side, and saw a couple of you point into the barn. I think you guys saw a Cape Buffalo in there. She's actually in quarantine right now. We received her from Oklahoma about a month ago. I told you we are a breeding facility. We can feed up to 300, 500 babies a year. We do have a lot of room, but we don't keep them all. And that's not the point anyways. We need to go to other facilities, start making a family of their own. It's all about genetic diversity. You know, so if we do have babies out here, we don't really want them showing an interest in their moms or their aunts, so we try to send them somewhere else and help out their captive population. Now for every endangered species, there's one person in charge of their global stud book in captivity. It's called a species survival plan. So there's one person who tells us where we need to send our animals to and who they need to meet up with. Now right here at the feeder, off to the left, two different species. The all-brown one is called a roan antelope. You also have the scimitar horned oryx there. The oryx, they've been out here for maybe a couple of weeks now. Brand new exhibit for them. And it took a long time for them to get used to things out here. So this is the first day I've actually seen an oryx up close like this. Checking you out. We do have more scimitar horned oryx in another enclosure. My belief is that we have 4 males in here right now. It's kind of a bachelor herd. And you're going to see that in the wild too. So instead of being a boy off on your own in the wild, you're going to form a little coalition. You know, gather up your buddies, a little fraternity. They're not quite old enough or big enough to get the ladies just yet. So that's why they tolerate each other. There are no female scimitar horned oryx in here to compete over. Oh, we're giving one male the other exhibit a chance. And we do have more roan antelope. A couple youngsters coming down for a drink. Look at that. Little teamwork. Coming down to the watering hole together. That's how you get through the day. If you come down by yourself, it'll be the last thing you ever do. Very vulnerable. You reach down, you expose your neck to your predators. So those youngsters were born earlier this year. I think they're pretty cute. I love those floppy ears that stick straight off the side of their face. Now off on the right-hand side, we're going to come up to our Pelican Island. We had a pelican that hatched a couple days ago. Look off towards the left corner of the island. You'll see most of the flock, a couple nests there. Just keep your eyes peeled underneath them and maybe you'll see some downy feathers from the chick. I believe that the mom is the one sitting on the nest closest to the grass. I think she's got the little one tucked up under her though. We're the only facility in North America currently breeding these pink-backed pelicans, and they're taking care of business on their own. You also can see some antelope walking over the mud there. Those are called Zambezi lechwe. They love this exhibit. They love the rain that we've been having. That's because they're very well adapted for mud life. They're going to live in swamps. They have very large hooves, and their hooves spread out when they walk. So more surface area, kind of the idea like snowshoes, except they have mud shoes. There they go.
It's like just like right underneath the breast area, like when she like raised up
so
a
pretty
little bit, it's all
helpful across the mud. Those lechwe, they can also swim.
There's like a little
Pretty
break
neat.
wall.
So you can see a herd of lechwe in the middle of a watering hole.